Oh, good morning. Today we're starting in Gandesa. And we're starting in Gandesa because my house is in a huge fog bank and I didn't fancy cycling for an hour in a pea super. So today it's less of a ride and more of a quest as we go in search of the Garden of St. John. Absolutely impossible not to film that. I love it. It's Gandesa's wine cathedral. It's another César Martinet designed building, but they couldn't afford to keep him on for the entire build, so the people of the village, the people of the town, the wine growers, they finished it off themselves, and they've done a bloody good job. We're on the first climb of the day. It's only short, but it's very steep. I must say, I hate it. And then I remember there's a spectacular, truly spectacular descent afterwards. And not only is it a spectacular descent through a fabulous gorge, it actually has been resurfaced. So it's smooth, swoopy, and gorgeous. And that's the first thing, rather than this hill, that I'll be concentrating on. The forecast is for a glorious sunny 29 degrees today. Let's pick this up a bit. Mountains on the right are the Sierra de Pandols, whichever, and on top of those was where the bulk of the Battle of the Ebro was fought. It was something like 35,000 troops up on that hill, up on that peak, slugging it out. Trench warfare about 100 metres apart. Trenches were incredibly shallow because it's so rocky up there. About 18 inches deep, and they were just lobbing grenades at each other for months. Not surprising, it was a pretty bloody battle. Well, you know, I like to have a bit of a chat when I'm climbing hills to take my mind off it. Well, I'm going to do the same again. Rather lovely. Maybe that's enough. No, I'll chat to you. I've had some bad news. Actually, for me, really bad news. I've been looking forward to this so much. Yesterday, Orbea have told me that my coast to coast trip is off. They're not going to loan me a bike for those sort of 5 to 7 days. They haven't really said why, they just said it's not possible. And this is after 5 months of them saying yes, it's going to happen. So I'm pretty upset. But I do want to thank the literally hundreds of people who supported me to try and get me that ride. And that includes the people who sponsored me for it. It includes the people who offered to pay for my accommodation on the route. And also it includes Altura, who were set up to do a little minor feature, I suppose, a minor press release or something about it. So apologies to all of that and to all of you. But there's some good news, and that's I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway on my own bike, so it won't be a review of the new Gain. It'll just be a bit of a pain fest for me, crossing Spain from Bilbao to Tarragona the bumpy way, involving the Pyrenees as much as possible, which is why I need to do an awful lot more of this sort of ride with lots and lots of climbing. So fingers crossed we'll get the weather. It'll be more of this, just bigger, lot bigger, lot bigger. Oi, oi. Rubbish. Not rubbish. I do love that these mountains are really within spitting distance of my house, even though I cheated a little and started in Gandesa. But I really hate fog. I just think it's dangerous for cyclists. It's pretty big. That's pretty. Wow, it's the first hint of where we're going. An horta is it's more like an allotment really, but for the sake of poeticism, I've decided to say that's a garden. It's the garden of St. John, Horta de St. Joan. That's where we're going. It's a beautiful, beautiful medieval town. It's perched on a hill, and Picasso lived there. And I've never been around its ancient streets. So the little village you can see perched on the side of that hill is Horta, but it's actually quite a bit behind that hill. But now there's a big descent, so I'm going to put you on my chest. How beautiful that is! Short but sweet descent. I had to sit up, it was so lovely. And the view on the left here, as it hoves into view, is really something else. We're actually quite a long way up now, and because it's green, they can keep cows there, and cows we just don't see them. But here there are cows. You'll see cows all the time, but I don't. Cows are rare. Cows. Fantastic. So that rock formation, something like the rocks of, ooh, no, forgotten, begins with B. Hello, I live here. Oi, oi. Perfect. This knocking's getting loud. Got a nasty feeling it's my bottom bracket. Well, that's the top of the climb proper. We're now turning off to go to the Garden of St. John, the town, which is also uphill, so we're not really finished yet. Well, we're not even halfway yet, but I think around this corner should be. There it is. Well, what else? It's a very, very popular tourist destination. I guess because of the Picasso link. So Picasso spent 2 periods of his life here. Once when he was very young, still a teenager, showing enormous promise, and then later he came back, and he came back with his mistress, I believe, and she caused a furore in the village because she actually played cards with the men in trousers. Unheard of. Why do they always have to build them on hills? Buggers. Right, main platha. So we're going around the back of the hill that Orbea is on, because I want to show you this view. We're going there later, but the view from here is not that I've ever seen it before, but it's rather special. I've got no idea what I've been recording and what I haven't, but that is a stunning church with 3 bells, count them. Very old, very fancy. Stopping for anyone. Just smoke. Whoa. Don't know what he's burning. Coal by the smell of it. So we're going now to the monastery of the Mother of God of the Angels. No less. I believe it's partly in use, partly in ruins. I bet you anything, it is wholly closed. It's about as busy a road as we've had. And it's tiny, I don't think you've seen me, is he? I'm not sure that fella's seeing much anymore. Not with those glasses. Right, monastery. Monastery. Around here somewhere. It's a sign. There it is. It looks a bit steep. I'm going to have to back the motor up a bit because I'm feeling a bit tired. Don't want to push. Hate pushing. Those nuns and monks They really do like their Italian cypresses. Always tree lined up to the fancier places. Are we there yet? No. Is the answer. No hairpins to do yet. Oh, I'm knackered. Pretty nice. Getting to have a bit of a tradition of climbing steps in these, and these are some very nice steps. Look at that. That is a door, and that is a very nice view. Look at that view. And actually, this big lump to the right of us is pretty good as well. Look at that. There's another convent right on the top of that, or probably that is a hermitage. There it is. Oh, that's very lovely. The Tower of the Prior. Can't quite figure out what this is. It's a roof over a pond with a sort of stream out of it. I don't know if it was for washing or whether it's for animals. It's a pretty nice cutting, and I'm standing on top of the tunnel entrance. Oh, it's another climb. To be honest, right now I'd rather be on that Via Verde. It's slightly downhill, pretty much from that point. Ooh, we'd be hard pushed to say before you get to Tortosa, which is 50-60 kilometers away. Gently downhill. You can choose to do some uphill bits, but it is optional. Like going down to Fontcolda, the hot springs on the River Canalettes. Oh hell, this is steep. Get out of green. Something a bit more powerful. Wow, that was steep. Oh. It's a bit of a rural idyll around here. How lovely. Oh, huge big steaming pile of manure. But surely that's part of it. Vines and wheat. Beautiful. Just going to join the Via Verde just for a little bit. Really just to look at the station here at Orta. But we've done that. In fact, I shouldn't be showing you. Paul, don't look. My friend Paul Tubiker is coming to visit in about 3 weeks. And we're hopefully going to be cycling that Via Verde. It's a shame there's a bit of graffiti on it, but that's a nice building. You can open your eyes now, Paul. Now, I'm really sorry, and I feel I'm really letting the side down, but that is a large pine tree 4 kilometers away. I'm not going to go there. This has all the hallmarks of being the top. It looks like the top. I hope it is. That is a very, very nice view. We'll have a little look at the view, and then you're going on the chest. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. Oh, new to me road, by the way. Almost the whole of today. been to this bit of Gandesa before. I've lost my car, Baba. Can't find it. I know where I am now. Baba. It's just a little request. If you've enjoyed this film, can you subscribe? I need the numbers. It helps the channel, doesn't cost you a penny. So well, if you want to, if you can, do. Thanks a lot, and thanks for watching.